Welcome back to the final segment of Investing with Confidence. As always, I am your host, Joshua David. We've been talking about the day in the life of a student at Online Trading Academy, or a day in the life of a trader. A lot of people think it's sweating at a computer, drinking a bottle of scotch, smoking a cigar. Well, that's how the movies portray it to be. True investing and trading should be relaxed, non-emotional, and letting the trades come to you, not chasing stocks, not chasing options or futures or Forex contracts, letting those prices come to you where you want to be a willing buyer or a seller. Basically buying at wholesale, just like the financial institutions do, and also selling at retail, just like them. And we've been talking about the whole show. These tools and these techniques that we've been talking about that the institutions are doing, the big money, the smart money, these are also available to us, the public or the retail investors. If you happen to miss 2 tickets for the investing class, call 952-814-4410. When you register for this class, you're also going to receive the Cryptocurrency Foundation course. So, Al, as you get into this final segment and topic is, I want to talk about one of those precious metals. One of those precious metals that the women love. And it's not diamonds today. It's actually gold, right? It's gold today.
I kind of like gold, too.
I do as well. And I'm going to talk about a little bit different type of gold. It's the golden years of your life. With that. And a lot of people, they want to get into these golden years they call it retirement years, but they don't want to be just stuck feeling like they do nothing, reading books all day long or playing backgammon or cribbage or whatever that may be. But they want to be able to enjoy their life, be able to save up for those golden years to have the life that you choose to live. And I think what happens to too many people, and we hear this every so often, that somebody in their 40s or 50s, they're all of a sudden they're like, oh no, I'm not ready. I'm not prepared to go into those golden years. So why don't you talk about some of that stuff? With the markets at all-time highs, how are you helping people, I guess, get into those golden years, prepare for them, but do that with confidence?
Yeah, and you're right. We do hear that a lot where people say, gee, I wish I had done something earlier, or, I'm in retirement now. It's too late. It's all over. And by the way, it never is too late. And
it never is too late.
It's never all over.
Think about that, though. If somebody's in their 50s or 60s, you're maybe just over halftime.
Oh, that's true.
Over half of your life, and that's about it.
Yeah,
you got a long way to go yet.
That's true. It's just that you may have to do different things. The older you get, the longer you wait to start putting something together financially for the future, maybe you have to do it a little differently then because you've got to catch up. And for a lot of people, unfortunately, what happens is they go into retirement, realize they don't have enough, and then they start taking chances, and they take too much risk, and then they end up in worse shape than they were before. So the point is start early if you can. If you can't, if you've already kind of passed that stage where you think it's early and you're young, there are other things you can do. There are ways of catching up. There are assets and strategies that you may need to use now and that would be more beneficial to you now than other things. We have been conditioned to do certain things. One of the things that Wall Street has conditioned us to do is look at going into more fixed income as we go into retirement. Well, how are the fixed income assets doing right now?
Basically nothing.
Was that a sound effect machine,
no,
or did you actually do that yourself?
I've been working hard at this. We produce our own show now.
That was good. That was a good sound effect. But yeah, what happens is that there are no alternatives, so they have to go maybe into the stock market, into riskier assets, things that they're not prepared to invest properly, and they're not prepared to know how to protect themselves. So this is it's a key point in your life where you should learn certain things. Number one is how to protect what you have, and number two is how to continue growing what you have, and number three is learn how to generate some cash off of it so you don't have to just rely on what you have in your retirement accounts and you keep drawing it down over time. You mentioned earlier letting trades come to you, not chasing a trade.
Yep.
And really what we mean by that is that there are areas where we know there is a value for a certain investment, and we know there are areas where there's an overvalue for a certain asset. The institutions know that. In fact, they know that much better than we do. So they're kind of tipping their hand and they're showing us where those areas are. So instead of trying to chase something and take a trade because you think you have to be active, you're better off waiting until the asset price comes to you. In other words, comes to that area where we know you have a much better chance of being successful. And sometimes it means not doing anything for a while, but that's all part of planning and having the right education.
And that really brings that emotion away from your investments when you have those plans to take those positions, but also you know where you want to be a willing buyer and a seller before you get into that position. And just Al was talking about with being in the right investments at the right time as well. With markets at all-time highs, you might want to be in some shorter-term strategies rather than that buy and hope or buy and hold strategy, what we talk about all the time. Because if you're at all-time highs, can it continue to go up higher? It can. Does it have the opportunity, the possibility to drop? Heck yeah, it does.
Absolutely.
And Al is talking about protecting your capital. Hopefully everybody that's listening right now is the most wealthy they've ever been because they are at all-time highs. Protecting what you have now is going to be more important, just as important as growing it as you're going.
Well, yeah, the key is what you keep that's important.
It is. And if you want to learn more about how to protect your assets, how to protect your 401ks, IRAs, Al teaches investing classes right here in Bloomington. They're 2 hours and they're free. Text the word INVEST to the number 484848 for 2 tickets for this class. When you do that, you're going to receive a link. You're not going to get the tickets unless you click the link and pick a date. When you do that, you're also going to get a free cryptocurrency foundations course to help people understand more about the history of cryptocurrency, what it actually is, and why this decentralized finance thing that's happening now is so big. So we're helping our listeners learn more about that. And I'll talk a little bit more about Online Trading Academy, the sponsor of Investing with Confidence, and the community of investors and traders and instructors that are training people how to make better and smarter investment decisions.
Yeah, well, this is our 25th year, and as you had mentioned earlier, over 500,000 students have come. Actually, it's probably over 600,000 students have come through these classes. And you mentioned community. One of the things that sets us apart that is a huge advantage is that sense of community. We have a bricks and mortar location where people can come in, they can interact with other people, share ideas, maybe help motivate each other. And you probably have heard this, that you become like the five. You can become you become like the five most. You become like the five people you spend the most time with.
There you go.
That doesn't seem to be so hard when I thought about it. But if you become like the five people you spend the most time with, choose wisely. Choose somebody who can maybe challenge you a bit and can help motivate you and can give you some advice, maybe help mentor you. That's part of this community aspect. And we have students that form little trading groups, help each other. Sometimes they may even live in different states, and it's easy to do that now with the internet.
Yeah.
But that's part of what we do. It's only part of what we do. It's the education, it's the knowledge, it's the skills, the tools to use that knowledge.
But, Online Trading Academy is a global community.
It is.
People all across the world, the United States, Canada, Singapore, Dubai, Mumbai. That's the level of education that they put out. It's a global education academy.
Right, and you become part of a global community.
Yeah, the cool thing, this past week we had, we call it Touchpoint Tuesday, where it's kind of a trader group, or other people want to help each other out and bounce ideas off each other, trade with each other sometimes. And it was packed again this week. We had a lot of people coming in. There's sometimes it's pretty funny too. We have these classes here and we set it up for so many people coming in. And how many times have we had to bring extra chairs in, extra tables? Because it's one of those things where people are looking to increase their financial knowledge, their financial, just understanding how the financial markets work, learning more about their investments, whether they're short-term investors or long-term investors. We have people that come in and say, hey, I don't even want to trade. I just want to manage my capital and protect it. I'm a long-term investor. Well, long-term investors shouldn't be buy and hope. Excuse me, I mispronounced there. Buy and hold.
No, you didn't. Or buy and pray.
Yeah, and that's why when you teach these investing classes, Al, we have so many people that the light bulb really goes off. And they say, you know what, this is what I need because it's a physical place to learn how to trade and invest. And Al, I want to give away one last set of tickets for this investing class for people to learn more about their financial future, really, how to be the best steward of your capital, how to protect what you have. But the main important thing is how to reach those golden years of your life. 952-814-4410 for 2 tickets for the investing class. In these classes, Al covers a bunch of different topics on how to time the market by letting price come to you, our step-by-step rules-based strategy for trading any asset in any market, but also how to manage risk and navigate these volatile markets. 952-814-4410. You can also text the word invest to the number 484848 for 2 tickets. Click the link when you get a text right back. You're going to pick a date there. When you do that, you're going to receive the free cryptocurrency foundations course. Al, we have some great things that we talk about every single week, but I look forward to one thing every week. It's that OTA tip of the week. Let's hear it.
Well, way too many people just kind of settle for mediocrity. And I just happened to see an article in Inc. magazine on the habits of people that don't settle for mediocrity. One of the things is do things no one else is willing to do. There are going to be people that tell you you can't do this, it's impossible. And they're either people that don't understand how to do it, or maybe that tried to do it themselves and couldn't. So don't let them sentence you to an average life. You're obligated to take care of yourself, your family. So why not give yourself and your family the best life imaginable? And you should do this with excitement. The excitement comes with when you finally start to achieve success, but it's also needed to help you get to that point. Be positive, and maybe the community can help you with that. And then never surrender on the things you truly want. Most people give up on things as soon as they get tough, and then they complain that they never get what they want.
All right, we got to cut some of that out.
Yeah.
So just do it over.
Okay.
I got to see how much time we got,
Okay.
though.
Well, I'll cut out part of it.
So we got about a minute, so leave me at least 15 seconds if you can.
Okay, all right.
At least. So I said, let's hear it. So yeah, just start off with it. Just wait.